All right, let's get to the big game. I'm recording this a little bit earlier in the week before the big game here of the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. Reason being is I'm going to put in my bets early, I think, this year. We shall see. The line has changed already. If you guys haven't seen, disclosure, do not fucking bet. Do not go by what I'm saying. I'm not a professional gambler. I just love to fucking put a couple dollars here and there. So that's my disclaimer. Don't listen to me, but listen to me. I'm just, letting you guys know on that. I think the line opened up for the Kansas City Chiefs favored for like one-ish. I think one-ish. Depending on where you get your lines, they were opening around like 1.5 favored. And it's flipped. It has completely flipped to the Eagles. The Eagles are now 1.5 favorites now. I think a lot of influencers, social media, a lot of professionals believe that the Eagles are going to win. And I think the over-under currently is around like 51-ish. I think it's around 51, depending on your line, give or take. So, what do I like? I'd have to say currently, I like the Kansas City Chiefs at the moment. It might change before I actually put in my bet, which I'll probably put in tomorrow, but it might change because I think it's that big of easily of a coin flip of a game. I mean, a lot of it is going to have to do with Patrick Mahomes, how's his ankle and everything doing. But I really don't think that's going to be that much of a factor because I believe Andy Reid and their offense scheme will put Patrick Mahomes in a place to succeed. They're not going to, have him run around or run, a bunch of naked bootlegs, things like that too often. And I think he's going to be in a spot where he's not going to be at risk to get hurt or injure himself or have to rely on that, the push off that ankle quite often. So I think they'll be fine on that end. The Eagles defense is one of the most dynamic defenses out there. Their defensive line and linebackers are pretty damn amazing. So if they're able to get pressure, you'll never know. But currently right now, like I said, I am leaning towards Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm liking the over. Now, I think as I said before, I like to play teasers. It gives you a little bit of a buffer and points-wise, give you 6 points more. So if you guys don't know what a teaser is, just for new gamblers or whatnot, you can parlay when you put two picks together, and you get an additional 6 points in your favor. So if I like the over and the over-under is at 51, I'd get it all the way up to 45. So it has, they'd have to clear the total of 45 points. And then you also get 6 points towards the team you're taking. So if I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs, then I get the whole 6 points. So I would technically get, 4 or 5.5 points from or 5 points from the Philadelphia Eagles on that. So I may just play a little teaser. You don't get paid as good in regards to the payout as a two-team parlay. It's more, I think it's like a minus 120 when you do I believe a two-team teaser on that. So I may do a teaser on that. Like I said, I may take the Chiefs, get the additional 6 points on top of the 1.5. So I mean technically that's like a 7.5 point swing to me, and then also I might take the over. I think at 45, I have a feeling both offenses are going to score, and I feel that way. Weather shouldn't be an issue down there in Arizona, so I feel the high octane offenses will show up. I feel like so. We shall see on that. It's going to be definitely an exciting game. That's going to be my pick currently. I think a lot of things is going to depend on the wide receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, I think they're supposed to get Juju back. I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on it. So, and see that I think Juju's supposed to come back. He might be a little, we'll see. Kadarius Toney's supposed to come back, but, it's a Super Bowl. These guys, this is what they, have dreamed for their whole lives. This is the thing that they're not going to let a little bit of a bump and bruise. Everybody's not 100%, for them to miss this game. So I feel like those guys will be there to play. And as far as the Eagles, I don't think they have as much concern on the injury front. That's going to be detrimental to anything they're looking to do. So they're going to be pretty damn healthy. And I think, my biggest X factor, I feel, and it might be overblown, everybody else says fucking experience makes a big difference in the big game and everything. But I do believe that. I think Patrick Mahomes' experience will make a big deal on this. And then on top of that, you know, having that little bad taste in their mouth from the last time they played against the Buccaneers, I think they are going to do whatever they can to not have that taste again, especially Patrick Mahomes. I think he is a talent that's has not been seen in many odd years. His combination of athleticism and his ability to throw awkwardly, able to throw accurately, able to throw the long ball, all the above, and just make the right decisions. I think he is there's an opportunity he can get up there to compete with. If he can win this one, this is the big thing about Patrick Mahomes. I think if he can win this one, it legitimizes him into the Hall of Fame, I feel like. And then also he's getting closer and closer to be considered a GOAT. I mean, if he can win this one, that means he's 2-1 in two-1 in Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls. And if he wins 2, legitimizes him as one of the greats. And he's still young, and he's still got an opportunity to, you know, if he really wants to chase Tom Brady, which I don't know, 7 is going to be tough. But I mean, if he can, everybody knows if you can get that second championship ring, if you can get that second Super Bowl ring, it completely changes the outlook of your career. And I think Patrick Mahomes is going to do everything in his power to make that happen. As much as, you know, the Eagles, I think they are the better team. Don't get me wrong. I think the Eagles are the better team, but I think the Chiefs has the better player. So it just comes down to that. I feel like I have a feeling it's going to come down. It's going to be a last, you know, whoever has the ball last. I really feel that. And I think if Kansas City has the last ball, I think they're going to win. That's for sure. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun game. I think this is one of the most, I want to say almost even games, Super Bowls in quite some time. I feel like that it can go either way. You can coin flip, and I think you wouldn't feel bad going into that game if you betted on a certain team or not. So that's who I'm picking, guys. For now, if I change my mind, I'll release another video. But at the moment, Casey, the over, I may just do one like that. I may do a single play on both of those, and then I might do that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'll do a single play on the Kansas City Chiefs, single play maybe on the over, maybe a little bit more on the KC on that end for the single play, and then I'll probably do a teaser play on the parlay for those teams, so to give me the additional point buffers to cover that in. So other than that, guys, good luck, be safe, Super Bowl weekend, enjoy the game and everything. Cheers, drink safe. Hey, if you like this shit, subscribe.